In this video, I'm going to show you how to include the slideshow in the header of your WordPress website. Well, before you added a header to your website, it was just a picture, kind of like a banner, I guess. But let's say you want to add a slideshow, something like this, where you have sliding images in your header. You can actually do this. There's in the meta slider kind of information under frequently asked questions, there's actually a video showing you how to do that, and it's kind of an advanced topic because you kind of have to hack the 2012 theme. And what I mean by hacking is you have to use a little bit of programming code, and the computer language that WordPress uses is a language called PHP, and you can see kind of the tags here. So what you have to do is kind of copy this code into the actual code of the 2012 theme. So I'm going to copy this code, and where you're going to be putting this code is kind of in the header here. So instead of putting this kind of like short code in your actual pages or posts, you actually have to hack the kind of like the code and put it in there. But everything in the video here pretty well explains it, and even if you're a novice user, you could figure it out. So I'm just going to show you how to do it. I'm going to go back to my page. Well, that's my page. I'm going to go to, what you have to go is you have to go to Appearance and Editor. Now the editor allows you to kind of hack the WordPress 2012 theme, and you see a lot of computer code here and a lot of HTML and CSS code, which we'll be looking at kind of later on in the course. But what you're looking for here is the header. So you're looking for the header file. Off to the right here is a list of all the files that make up the 2012 theme. I'm going to click on the header PHP, and in this file I want to add the slideshow. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to insert the slideshow right here. That's right after the site title and the site description. So right after that, in this kind of group here, and just before the navigation. The navigation is kind of your menu area. So I'm going to insert it right where the flashing arrow is. And don't worry too much if you don't understand this code right here. Just knowing the right place where to paste it, that's all that's important right now. And I'm just going to do a Control V, and then I just have to update the file. But you have to kind of careful that you do it properly and you insert the right code, or else you might get an error. You might get a programming error. So you have to be really careful when you're doing this. And actually, we have to replace the ID with the ID of the slider that we created, which I believe was 87. This is the short code, remember, we put in previously, and I think the short code was 87 for the slider that we created. So I'm going to update that file, and then I'm just going to go back to the home page, I guess, and let's see if we can see. And there you go. You can see kind of the slider at the top here. It's kind of hard to see on this small screen, but it's right on the top. And just move up, and we can actually remove this. I can remove this title here and tagline as well if I wanted, and just have the slider at the very top. It looks a little bit more professional, and this is maybe a little bit too high, but it depends on your preferences, I guess. So let me see if I can remove this header and title. So what I'm going to do is go to the dashboard, and actually I can do it in header there, and I can just uncheck show header and text with your image, save the changes, go back, visit the site, and there you go, it's now gone. So right at the top of our page, we just have the slideshow, and you could put advertising here, or information, or other text, or whatever you wanted, really. So, and a lot of sites do this. You see a lot of slideshows these days on websites. So, and then here underneath you have your menu. Okay, you may even want to center your menu, which we'll look at later.